Hi guys, so I hope you are all staying very healthy, safe, self-distancing, washing your hands thoroughly, all of the things. But I've had some messages on what I'm doing to stay healthy through this time, how I'm preparing in case one of us does get sick. So I've had a few questions about that. Well, those of us in this hypothyroid world, I know there are a lot of people that are extremely scared, especially those with Hashimoto's, having that underlying autoimmune disease. It's a very scary thing, and we definitely need to make sure that we take this COVID virus very, very seriously. So what I'm doing is a combination of being proactive and having some things on hand in case one of us does get sick, and just trying my best to keep the family overall healthy. So obviously, we are focused on making sure we're wiping things down. Anytime one of us has to leave, we backtrack. If we touch something, we wipe it down with a sanitizing wipe. We thoroughly wash our hands. The whole family is fully on board with that. We're being cautious with mail that comes into the house. I know the exposure is minimal when it comes to mail, but we get mail and deliveries pretty much every single day. So it's just an added precaution that if we have a box, if it's brought into the house, we basically let it sit for at least a day because the virus is shown to live on cardboard for 24 hours. So if there is a delivery, I'm bringing it in and I'm putting it off to the side and it doesn't get touched for at least a day. Or if it's something that we know is important, we need right away, I'm busting it open outside, bringing the stuff in, and then I'm tossing everything outside before it even enters the house. And then obviously washing my hands and wiping things down as necessary. It might be a lot of people look at that and they think, oh my gosh, that's just overkill. But the thing is, why not? Why not take preventative measures? Why not be careful? Why not take those extra measures? Because if something were to happen and you get sick, or one of your family members, one of your kids, your grandparents, or anybody around you gets sick, I know for me, I'd never forgive myself if I did not do everything that I could to prevent it from actually happening. So that's my take on it. And I think it's a good precaution and a good habit to get into, to just be aware of the thousands and thousands of viruses we are exposed to every single day. And a lot of us have built, an immunity to so many of these viruses as well. But at the same time, our bodies will break down at times. So, why not kind of get in that habit and that mindset of really taking those precautions and taking care of yourself, being mindful of washing your hands, what you're touching, who you're around, how you're coughing, all of those crazy things, right? All right, so here's what I'm doing. I have a full slew of things that I want to share with you. Some of the things I do every day anyways, and it's just something that's just part of my life, and it's part of what I've always done to stay healthy to begin with. And some of these things I've added in, and I just basically bought to have on hand as a precaution just in case one of us does start to pick something up. So the first thing is what I do pretty much every day anyway. So I'm being mindful and I'm making sure that I am maintaining my multivitamin. This is the one that I have been taking. Can see that right there. So the way this one is, it's actually 3 of the pills equals 1 daily dose of vitamin. So I personally break them up throughout the day because I take digestive enzymes anyways when I eat. Digestive enzymes just basically help you break down your food to protect your gut and keep your overall gut health happy and healthy. So because I do that anyways, and I take 3 digestive enzymes per day, 1 with each main meal, it's very easy for me to break this down and basically take an enzyme and a vitamin with it. So I break it down throughout the day, those three pills, to get a full serving in. And the beauty with doing it that way instead of doing them all at once is your body can only absorb so many nutrients at a time. So even if you're eating healthy and, let's say you try to get all of your vegetables in one sitting, like at lunch or at dinner, your body is only going to be able to absorb and use so many of those nutrients at a time. So as you eat healthy, it's actually best to spread that out throughout the day anyway. So doing that with my multivitamin, I just feel like it kind of gives me the extra ability to absorb and really, really use the nutrients from the vitamin correctly. And I love this one because it's a whole food based vitamin. It's not synthetic. So I love that about this one. The other thing that I automatically do every single day anyways, especially in the winter, this does contain vitamin D, but it's extremely common for hypothyroid women, people, not just women, to be low on vitamin D. So I take vitamin D every single day. This is the one that I take, and I take this one because it's made with coconut oil. That's kind of the big thing with vitamin D, is the oil that it sits in, and it needs to be in an oil. You don't really want to get one of the dry vitamin Ds. Vitamin D is fat soluble, meaning that the body has to have fat in order to be absorbed. Otherwise, the body won't ever absorb it and use it anyway. So first, you need your gut to be happy and healthy so that it can properly absorb your nutrients. But then the second thing is you want your vitamin D to be in an oil, but also important on what healthy oil you choose to get. So I love this one because it's made with coconut oil. So these are just two things that I pretty much do every single day anyways. Now in the summer, when I get a lot of sun exposure, I probably will drop this and maybe not take it every single day. My family is also taking their vitamin and vitamin D every single day as well. This is a huge immune booster. It's extremely important to have adequate vitamin D in your body in order to help strengthen your immune system. So this is just an automatic thing. It's kind of an overall protection thing to make sure that you're really building up your immune system and keeping yourself strong. All right, some of the preventative things that I've done, just some things I have on hand, some things I want my kids to like just take every once in a while just to kind of keep their immune system up a little bit. So one of the things is vitamin C. So I bought some pure vitamin C that they can add. It's tasteless, so they can add it to, water or their milk or whatever it is that they're eating or drinking, so I can just help boost their vitamin C levels a little bit. Again, another area that's really important for your immune health. The other thing that I bought is these gummies. These are elderberry gummies. They also have zinc and vitamin C inside. I think that's it. Yeah, vitamin C, zinc, and elderberry, which is really great for building your immune system. Now, the one thing I will say, if my family, anyone in my family picks something up and it appears as though it could be the coronavirus, I will stop this. They will not take this because of the elderberry. Elderberry is showing to enhance the symptoms of the COVID virus. So I will make sure that they will not be taking this should they get sick. Now, any other virus, this is fantastic. It can be wonderful, and elderberry is fantastic. But they are showing that NSAIDs, which are like your ibuprofens, that and elderberry are not good for the COVID virus. So I would definitely avoid both of those and stick with strictly Tylenol or acetaminophen, whichever, where you get generic or whatever. So anyways, just as like kind of boosting up their immune system, I do let my kids take just one of these. They do it like every day or every other day. Just kind of depends. So I have this as like just an immune builder to kind of help protect them, get that built up a little bit. We have vitamin C. The other thing that I got was this as well. Most of you are probably familiar with what this is, but it has zinc in it as well, vitamin C. It has B1, B2, which is fantastic, B6. So it's got folate. It's got several different vitamins inside. So if my kids take this, like if I let them just have this as just like an immune booster for a day, then I don't have them take this. It's not like I do both. So they can kind of pick and choose what they want to do, but I try to have them do something every day, adding in vitamin C, that kind of thing. Just to help kind of keep their immune system up a little bit. They aren't around friends. They are definitely social distancing, but there will come a day they will leave the house, and I want their immune systems to be good and strong when they do. So those are my preventative measures. Now, a few things I got. That way, if one of us does get sick, I can really load whoever it is. I can load us all up with some good immune boosters. And one of the things that I got was zinc lozenges. So this is fantastic for building the immune system. So basically, if someone in my family gets sick, we're boosting this, vitamin C, and we're going to be boosting this. And I also bought vitamin A as well, but I don't have it. It hasn't been delivered yet. They were behind on that. So it would be these three plus vitamin A is what I will basically load their body up on throughout the day. Then the other thing that I bought was Mucinex. With this virus, the reason why it's so awful is because it's attacking the lungs. Most of us, I think, know that, but it's hardening in the lungs, and it's sitting in there. And a lot of people are describing it as feeling like glass in your lungs. So it's getting hard and it's sitting in there and making it difficult to breathe. Having Mucinex on hand can help kind of break that up a little bit. And I haven't seen anything bad about this yet. Kind of like the elderberry, I have not seen anything bad with that. So I bought some Mucinex to have on hand just in the off chance. I personally am also still drinking my nutrition shake every single day. It's loaded with all kinds of fantastic stuff. So if you want to talk about that, you're welcome to message me. But this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Some of it's an everyday thing. Some of it's, added that I'm just as a precaution. So I hope that helps you guys, and stay healthy, stay safe, and self-distance.